Along a lonely stretch of highway in Long Island, New York, a horrifying pattern began to emerge in 2010. Bodies, mostly of women working as escorts, were discovered buried in the sand, hidden along the remote beaches near Gilgo Beach. Over a decade later, the world now knows this as the work of the Long Island serial killer. For years, the killer seemed to vanish without a trace, leaving behind only heartbreak and fear. And even after a major arrest in 2023, disturbing questions still remain. Who is the Long Island serial killer, and did he truly act alone? It all began in December 2010, when police were searching for a missing woman named Shannon Gilbert. She had vanished after a frantic 911 call, telling dispatchers someone was after her. As police combed Gilgo Beach for any sign of Shannon, they stumbled across something far more chilling: a set of skeletal remains. Then, 3 more sets of remains were found within days. All of them were women. All had worked in the escort business, and all had vanished under mysterious circumstances. By spring 2011, more bodies turned up. In total, at least 11 victims, women, a toddler, and an unidentified Asian male, were linked to the case. The chilling reality was clear: a serial killer had been hunting along the beaches of Long Island for years. Most of the victims were young women, advertising adult services online. They disappeared after meeting clients and were never seen again. Police believed the killer was highly organized. He used burner phones, selected vulnerable victims, and left few clues behind. The bodies were wrapped in burlap, hidden in marshy, hard-to-reach places. Whoever did this knew the area well and likely blended in among normal Long Island residents. The public was horrified. The media dubbed him the Gilgo Beach Killer, while others called him the Long Island serial killer. For years, the case went cold, despite massive police resources, FBI involvement, and endless tips. No one was arrested. Shannon Gilbert's body was eventually found in December 2011, but her cause of death was ruled undetermined, adding to the confusion. The victims' families grew frustrated. Many felt police didn't care enough because the victims were sex workers. Protests were held, documentaries, podcasts, and news specials tried to keep the case alive. The killer, it seemed, had simply vanished. In 2022, a new task force was formed, bringing in fresh investigators and modern forensic tools. They focused on phone records, DNA evidence, and vehicle data. Then, in July 2023, authorities announced a stunning arrest. Rex Heuermann, an architect from Massapequa Park, Long Island, was charged with murdering 3 of the women and was a prime suspect in at least 1 more. Heuermann, a married father with no prior violent criminal record, shocked the community. Investigators found disturbing items at his home: guns, burner phones, and even explicit search histories about the killings. But even with Heuermann in custody, questions remain. Did he really act alone? Are there more victims yet to be discovered? Some experts believe there could be multiple killers operating in the area. The bodies of the toddler and the Asian male, for instance, do not match Heuermann's suspected victim profile. Families of the victims still demand more answers. Why did it take so long to catch a suspect? Could other law enforcement failures have allowed the killer to hunt for so many years? Despite the arrest, a sense of unease lingers along Gilgo Beach. People wonder if other predators still roam the same lonely dunes. The case of the Long Island serial killer reveals some hard truths about society's failures. How marginalized victims can be ignored. How jurisdictional squabbles between agencies slow investigations. And how a cunning predator can slip through the cracks for years. The public's obsession with the case continues, with books, films, and podcasts all trying to piece together the horror of those lost lives. For the families, closure is still incomplete. They want to see justice for every victim, no matter how long it takes. Over a decade of fear, dozens of lives shattered, and a community forever scarred. Even with an arrest, the story of the Long Island serial killer is far from over. What drove a seemingly ordinary man to commit such horrific crimes? How many other secrets lie buried in the sands of Gilgo Beach? Until all the answers come to light, this remains one of America's most haunting modern mysteries. If you want to hear more true crime stories, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you never miss the next case.